I'm Caroline and I joined the snare-busters about 3 months ago and I can't get enough of it. It's quite addictive. If you find your first snare, it's like adrenaline kicking in and you can't stop searching for more. It's like you just want to keep on going.
With SA Hunters and Game Conservation being an organisation that has conservation at its heart, we try and motivate branches to have conservation initiatives. We've got about 83 branches throughout the country, and Mopani branch decided to initiate the snare-busters initiative. As conservation is often not something that you can go alone, we formed a partnership with the Palabora Natural Heritage Foundation, and we are jointly conducting snare sweeps in the area around Palabora.
So this is what they use to tie the snares open and to actually attach it to a branch, and then that would be set like this over a game path. Animal would walk through this and get caught. Just got 2 more this side and more that side now, so the team is picking up more. So this was fortunately knocked down by an elephant. You can see that the elephant actually broke this. I reckon this was attached to the top, to this branch going over here, and then elephant knocked that down and knocked the snare down as well. But even if it's lying on the ground like this, it's still a threat, especially for large animals. Giraffe, elephant, hippo, anything like that walking through here, they can still get this thing around the leg, and that's still deadly.
It's so important that all of us take custodianship of nature, and this is something that we can give back, where we can really contribute to conservation by saving animals from being killed from snares.
So with a project that we started on a branch level for the Mopani branch, the SA Hunters and Game Conservation Association saw potential in this project to be registered on a national level, and for this to be copied to other branches, for other branches to buy in on this idea and to start the same project in other areas. Because all over South Africa you are going to have the same issue.
We do understand that there are some areas that have the dangerous big 5 animals and other dangerous animals, and then in other areas that is not necessarily some of the risks. So at the moment we are busy assessing all of those risks when we expose people to these sort of activities, to make sure that we cover all of those risks, because it is quite dangerous. In this particular area that we were today, we saw some elephant and hippo and buffalo, so it is quite dangerous. But then if we have a snare sweep in areas of the Free State, we might not have these same risks. And we have to decide how are we going to tackle the more dangerous areas compared to those where we don't have these sort of risks. But we're very enthusiastic to actually get other branches to also participate in the snare-busters initiative.
Quite often snares are removed and they're not documented, so it's not reported. So the issue is not really seen at the scale that it is. So what we're trying to do with getting other branches to buy in on this and collaborating again with other organizations, because collaboration is the only way that we're going to win this, and actually collecting the data in the field from the snares that are removed. So we document the GPS locations for this. So this is for future reference when we go into the same areas again to have to remove snares again, or to make sure that there aren't any snares in that area set again. We gather data from what type of snare it is, the location, if there's anything that was killed in it, and this is vital information. Just to touch on the amount of snares that we've removed since the beginning of January, it's now, we are still in May, so we haven't even gone through a full 5 months, and just in the Palabora area, snare-busters has removed 920 snares for the year. So this is scary. If you look at, this is just the Palabora area. What are the figures going to look like if this is copied over on a national level? If you start to collect data and get figures on a national level, I think it's going to be scary to know the exact scale that we're looking at, that poaching is actually happening on, if just looking at snares.
The Mupani branch started the initiative of snare-busters, and it's actually making a huge difference in terms of clearing areas of snares and saving the lives of wildlife. But it's also had a major impact on people's lives. And we found that some of the people that we speak to, that we ask, so why do you do this? They say that firstly it's an opportunity to get back into nature, but it also helps them to reconnect with nature. And with all of us often working in the cities and behind desks, it's important for us that we get out in nature, because that's often where we do some soul searching and where we recharge our batteries.